The Range Rover Sport's always been a little bit of a puzzle. It's just about as capable off-road as the original Range Rover. It's shockingly quick though, and pretty athletic too. It's new this year, but has it become more Range Rover or more sport?
And the Range Rover Sport is in the middle of the Range Rover branded vehicles lineup. So it blends a little bit of the bigger Range Rover and also of the Evoque, and you can notice that more this time around in the way the roofline tapers. There's really a lot of Evoque character in here.
Even the LED headlamps look like they want to take wing.
Now, there are two drivetrains available with the 2014 Range Rover Sport. The version we've driven this morning is a V6 with supercharging, and it might sound familiar, we've talked about it before in the Jaguar F-Type. 340 horsepower in this version. In the other version we'll drive later on today, it's a 5-liter supercharged V8 with 510 horsepower. Both of them are mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now on the Range Rover and the Range Rover Evoque, they've gone to a rotary style shift control. You'll notice here that the Range Rover Sport is back to a shift lever, and that's because they say it's a sporty type of SUV. You want some shift lever control, and in fact it's the same unit that's used in the F-Type sports car. All Range Rover Sports have 4-wheel drive, but there are differences between the two different versions. Some versions have a Torsen limited slip differential rear end. 4-wheel drive, it's an all-wheel drive system that operates automatically. There's also a version with locking differentials. It's a little bit more rugged, more designed for hardcore off-roading. Terrain Response 2 is the updated version of Land Rover's driving controls. It enhances throttle and transmission response, steering assist, suspension damper settings, and it has a traction stability control setting for sporty driving. It also has a dynamic active rear locking differential system, aids traction on acceleration, and locks up to 70 milliseconds quicker than the previous model.
There's only one way to put all this technology to the test, and that's to get a little bit dirty. Range Rover Sport has 33.5 inches of wading depth, not to mention 21.5 inches of articulation. And yeah, you could say it has a nice departure angle. And it's good to know if you're ever late for that flight, the Range Rover Sport won't have any problem getting you there on time, right up into first class. Hey, can we get a refill on this? So long as we live, we will never get on a mobile lounge again.
That's one way to make an arrival. We're here at the Cotswolds Airport, and we're going to show you a little bit about the sports side of the equation with the Range Rover Sport, a vehicle that with a V6 can go 0 to 60 in 6.9 seconds, and with a V8, 5.0 seconds. We're also going to take you for a 155-mile-an-hour top-end run.
Now what you'll need to do is put the Range Rover Sport into dynamic mode. You'll also want to have a spare airport laying around. And for these kind of stops, you'll also want the optional Sport Brake package. The street performance is better than ever, and so is off-roading, but the Range Rover Sport hasn't forgotten that it's all about luxury. You can choose almost anything you want, from 11 different interior colors, 19 different exterior colors, You can even paint the roof a different color if you want, just like that other British car we know. The Range Rover Sport even managed to bring us a sunny day in Wales. Maybe it was witchcraft, maybe there was some money that changed hands. We don't really want to get involved.
It's lighter than before and it's more capable off-road than before, but the thing you might want to remember most about this new 2014 Range Rover is the name Sport. I'm Marty Padgett for High Gear Media. Thanks for joining us.
Don't forget to follow us on social media, on Twitter at Car Connection, Motor Authority, and Green Car Reports.